everybody. Not raining yet, but this is the same old broken record. Looks like another rainy day here in Zillionople, Pennsylvania. So we are loaded up. I'll put you right here. Take a little ride. We're gonna go demo a garage and see what we can mess up today. So coming up here on the right hand side, I had my very first excavator, the 303.5. I was digging a footer and I rolled the machine over this wall. Here, I'll show you real quick. Going back, oh boy, 15 years. Here we go. That wall right there. I rolled my machine over that wall and landed down in that grass. Not a fun day. How was your weekend?
Real good.
What'd you do? You did a lot of shooting.
Yeah, got 4 videos filmed, put probably 100 or 120 shells through various types of shotguns, and me and Elliot, my friend Josh.
Elliot and I.
Okay, all right, Mom.
Jeez.
2 other buddies. We had some little competitions with some pistols.
I heard Elliot won.
Elliot waxed me, made me look like a jabroni. Yeah, he did good.
He's when's he coming back? A couple, 4 or 5 weeks.
As soon as school lets out. So yeah, it was a good
All right.
weekend. Couple
Good.
years.
Good. Worked on the shed. Good. Okay, we're going to use the hammer for the skid loader. This is my oldest machine, 226, and again, my favorite machine. But I like using this on the demo. So that's the garage. Pull this off. Steve, you're going to go get gas for the chop saw, and I'll get started breaking up. Well, I was pulling the machine up. Jim's telling me to stop. It's not going to fit. Come on, Jim. It's got to fit. So I'll me too. So I'm going to drop this machine, or this hammer here. I'll lose the bucket. This is 82 inches. The machine's 79, but we're humped up a little bit here. Come on, it's got to fit. So the floor's not in bad shape. This drain is higher. This is the highest point in the floor. So, you know, too bad. If this was down level or even a little bit lower the way it should be, this floor would not have to come out. But every time they pull a car in, water runs against the wall. Nothing makes it to the drain. So we're going to demo all this. Easy one. No beam down the center, no post. Let's get hammering. Let's get in here first. Matt, what's your call? We going to make it? Quarter-inch gap. We could take the weather strip off. Okay, let me get this situated and see if we can get in. We are in. Woo! No. We didn't make it in.
He had like 2 inches.
Okay. Just giving Jim a hard time. He's all right. So you got to relieve the pressure on the fittings. Plug in the hammer. Now when you're not using these attachments, I always plug these together. It keeps equal pressure in the hoses. Wipe that off. It should plug right in. Steve and I worked at this on the excavator for about an hour one day. And that's how easy they're supposed to hook up. Okay, let's get hammering. We're here with the homeowners trying to decide what to do in this corner. 16 inches from door to concrete floor. Now we're going to hold this floor up a little bit. Do we want to put in a 14-inch step? You don't want to pull in the car and hit a landing, hit a pad here. But would you prefer 2 steps?
Yes.
At 5.5 inches up?
Yes.
But then that's going to push us out a little bit more. So if we come out, maybe shorten it up to 12 inches out.
Actually, I'm going to ask you not to do that because when I park, here's where the front end of my car always is. I have really bad arthritis. There's no cure for it. Eventually, I'm going to probably have to put a hand railing in just to get into my
We'll make it as easy for you as we can.
Yes. So I'm thinking you might need to make that wider in order for me to put a whole foot down on it and then be able to put another foot on it.
So here is the edge of the door.
Okay.
Right here.
Yes.
So we could do 2 steps.
Yep.
You know, basically stay there. So
Oh.
your foot is, 11 inches from heel to toe.
Yeah.
So 14 should be good.
Okay.
So 14 and then another 14. That puts us out at 28.
Yep.
We're a couple inches shy of the door, so your tire should never hit it.
Yeah. That would
You like
work.
that?
Yeah, that would be fine.
So floor up 5.5, up 5.5, and we're right here.
Okay, that would be good.
You like that?
Yeah, that would work well.
Okay. Sounds good. That's what we'll do. Okay, here we go. Watching the garage door opener. I'm going to start away from the basement wall. I'll get a hole and pull it all back away. When you start this too, is it full rebar? Is it 10 inches thick? Or is it 2 inches thick? Remember not to pick the machine up and start hammering because it'll hit the garage door opener. So a little bit up. You want to keep some pressure on that tip, but not the whole entire weight of the machine. Nice hole pulverized. I'm still about 30 inches from the wall. You can see how I just come in 3 or 4 or 5 inches and pull it away from the wall. Look at the whole floor going down. Okay, Steve's just bringing in some 2B limestone, loading it out of the truck. I'll get to that in a second. We're just going around the perimeter, getting that all worked in, drilling some holes for our future rebar out of our chute. And away we go. I'll get one more of those. I feel like I missed a lot of it. I'm going to pull that skid loader over. We'll load this last little bit of debris in the bucket, and then I'll try and load it up high in the truck so when I dump this back at the garage, it's not mixed. So I'm probably going to have, I got 6 ton. We're probably going to have about 2 to 3 ton left. So here we go. He's under there now. That way you don't have to shovel it out of the truck. Rolls right out. Give you a little tilt. There we go. 2 inches of fall to the drain. This was a little bit high, just ever so slightly. Just taking a shovel, shaving it off, a rake, pulling some of that loose debris off. Now we can coat this with some limestone, and we are about good to go. Coming off pretty good. So I don't want concrete going down in here and locking. We just want to be dusted on top of here, concrete setting on that, not locked in. If it's locked in and this concrete wants to shrink, it's going to crack right here. Check your garage floors. Tell me if you have a crack right there. Very common. That's the most concrete we've ever had in this truck. Good thing is we don't have to go very far to dump it. 2 minutes on this old back road, no traffic on it. Let's hope for the best.
That was not overloaded at all, believe it or not. It's pretty impressive.
That looks more like a triaxle load we just dumped than a 10-ton load. Maybe a tandem. There's a lot of debris there.
That's a lot.
All right, let's go get some gravel, some limestone. All right, we're gonna get 6 ton of stone. I'm gonna back in right over there. Okay, so I just backed up onto the scale. Bucket's bigger than my truck. Here comes the rain. Steve was right. Okay, we were a little behind schedule here, so plastic, 1/2-inch rebar. We're spreading concrete. We'll pick these up as we go. That's about the consistency we're looking for. We have one more thing to do. Before we get really pouring, we have to set this floor drain for height. There we go, all poured. Took about 20 minutes. A couple things. The floor drain we had to set as we went. Doing those steps took a couple minutes longer. Setting this expansion, the asphalt is about a 1/2 inch higher than our sill height. No problem, they're coming in and shaving this all down. What are they doing? About 2 months, they said, this beginning of the season. So they're gonna clean this all up and repave the driveway. So then it'll all blend in real nice. Everything will drain out and to the drain. Mixer is cleaning up, just about all done cleaned up. A little bit of tools.
Oh, yeah?
and on to the next one. So we just edged the front of the sill against the asphalt. Jim's edging the top with our 1-inch radius edger. A little bit nicer roll for the car tire to get over. We'll be pulling this 2x4 shortly. Floor is almost ready to get on and cut. Setting up pretty good. So I had a screw in right here. I pulled that. A little bit of shake, a little bit of wiggle, and the board will come right up. Ready? And away we go. Put it on the barrel, right there. Good. Now we'll just clean this edge up. Be on the floor shortly. Steve's re-rolling that edge. All ready to broom, about 10 minutes. See if we can get on cutting. I knew I should have had Jim throw it. They're just cleaning up on their way out. I'll do the same right down here. They'll broom these steps here shortly as they put the finish on the floor. How you doing? Good. How was work? Good. What do you think? Good.
I like what you did with the front door. That's
The lip? Yeah, okay. Okay. A little bit of cleanup. Okay, Matt's just re-rolling the sill. Now we'll let that tighten up and get a broom mark on that. Floor is almost done. One more pass on that. It'll look really nice. Don't go away. We're heading to pour some street walks. Steve and Jim are there spreading stone. See you there in a minute. Okay, so we got this sidewalk ready yesterday. Chance of rain yesterday, so we didn't pour. All we did was prep. Little sidewalk. The water company came through and replaced the water line. Used to be up here, so they ran 1, 2, 3 houses up and did a new connection in the main right up there. Here's our Harmony Water Borough guy. I did some flashing up the brickwork. That was sort of deteriorated. All the water just comes down and laid right here. There's a big puddle here, so we raised this up a little bit. We're giving it some pitch to get it all to this manhole. Hopefully. We have to meet this height. Nothing was straight. It rolled up here. We had to hit this sidewalk. It would have been so easy. You know, new construction, you can string it right through, work off the road, but we have a big hillside here. So sometimes the little sidewalks aren't the easy sidewalks. So we're just putting a little bit of stone in here. There used to be a tripper step here. So I cut the edge of this step off. It was all broken up. I didn't want to go back any further, so I left that. And now we sort of put a little tiny hump in the sidewalk and then back down to that. We blended it over 8 feet plus the step, so probably more like 15 feet. Just a little hump and down. That way everything's nice and flush, no tripper, I think the homeowner will like that. 2 more buckets of stone and we are done. ADA mat here, ADA mat there. Even though the other sidewalks don't have them, since we're here, we're getting these up to code. And we're just gonna try and make this, you know, work as best we can. They're gonna repaint these lines. He said he'd pull these lines down, so we're gonna make the mat right in here. So in a nutshell, that's what we're doing. Mixer's doing about 20 minutes. There we go. Is that gonna do you? Okay. I don't mind this a little bit thicker up here. Trucks, cars always run over these corners, so let's keep this heavy. I think we're good. Good. Okay, 10 yards mixing up. You ever see this trick? Down the chute, hits that, straight down without splashing that house. We'll do that for a little bit up here, then we'll go to our normal method. So here's what we had planned. Ice and water shield going up the house a little bit. Running out. Any moisture runs down there. Hopefully it comes out through the aggregate to our under drainage. That's the plan. Here we go. Will it work? This used to be level across here. Then they put this railroad bridge in, had to raise it for the train, and had to redo the street. So now coming out of this house, there's a retaining wall. It's been like that for years. I don't remember it any different. So. Coming down real nice. The chute's pretty steep. Getting a pile, and we'll wiggle around these sign, light pole, guide wire, telephone pole. Drivers like this kind of stuff. Working the rods up, setting the joint, lifting the wall. Okay, a little bit more. I'll put the camera down, help get around this. Okay, working around this telephone pole. Back in. Trying to keep his tires out of the grass. We don't want to make any more mess than needed. No overhead wires in our way. Looks good, Jesse. Steve's bullfloating, Tom is raking right to where we need it. Working around our water taps. We want them nice and flush. No trippers in the sidewalk. Alright, back on rebar. Okay, last section. The easy one. Pulling them in here. We have that water tap set for height. So that helps the driver, helps the rakers. Okay, a little bit more. I'm going to hold the joint here in a second. Okay, pour went good. Just bouncing the camera all the way up here. So sorry about the bumpy footage, but I wanted to get that action shot. We just have a transition here. Just got to make the old work with the new. Dug a hole in our road patch. All that's in there is a little bit of a shovelful of wet slurry that will go away. So that's where we're cleaning up.
Thanks, bud.
Went good. He's leaving right now. It'll be quieter in a minute. I wanted to get these in right away. I hate pounding these in. I did it one time and I cracked one trying to get it in there. So I get them in early, let them set, clean up around it. You can see how I'm straight across. Now they're going to repaint these lines and they're going to adjust those lines, possibly redo that corner. And when they do, now everything lines up. Right there, right there. Let's get him out of here. Line corner with this building here, just helping the driver get turned around, stopping traffic everywhere. Teamwork, right? Thanks, Jesse. Okay, mixer just left as you saw. Edging, laying out tool cuts, corner step, and we'll throw one in center as well. Need me to hold that? You're good. Okay. Nobody ever questions a cut, right? Always a crack. Okay, these are in good. All right, take a little break. I'll talk to you soon. There it is, all cut, edged, floated, trued up. Just waiting to broom. Be brooming in seconds. That corner kept popping up a little bit. Just put some weight on it. Didn't take much. It always wants to crack off of these corners, even though there's an expansion joint on there. So cut and cut, and that was a little bit long, 6 foot. Why not? Throw one in the middle. Good, Matt. There's our ramp up to meet that corner. I think it blended real nice. Corner, we have a water tap right there. I just moved that over ever so slightly so I can put one right in the water tap. And how we looking down here? It's like a drone coverage, huh? Corner. Yeah, good. Looks nice. All right, this will be fun to broom. I think I'm going to start brooming right up there. Okay, Steve's feathering in the grass. Forms are just about off. There it is, all broomed except for right here. I'm going to jump out here, do half. There it is, all done. Now we just take our brush, a little swirl right around these, just to highlight these a little bit. Just like that. Okay, hopefully my face isn't too dirty. Thanks for tuning in to Conquer with the Hosses. See you tomorrow.